I've never worked with a system like this before, but I'll definitely use it a lot in the future. And not only because of the obvious reasons, it has a hidden feature as well, which we come to in a minute. Well, that's the JetMag Pro VND system from NISI. And today we will see why the magnetic system is an absolute joy to work with, why stacking the filters saves you a ton of time, how the locking system works to keep these securely on the lens, and how the polarization effect of these filters can be changed and why that's useful. The filters come in this case, which contains all the filters itself. One is on the lens already, and a lot of these rings. And these are the base mount for the whole system. So these come in different sizes for the different filter threads on your different lenses, and you need to screw one ring onto your lens and it stays there. You don't have to change it anymore, no matter which filter you apply from now on. And the filters apply magnetically to this ring. Of course, you get these rings in different sizes, from lenses with a 67mm thread up to lenses with a 82mm thread. Attaching or changing a filter is now really much faster with this system. And switching filters between two lenses is that quick. Like every other VND, this consists of two circular polarizers that can be rotated against each other to block the light. So you can turn the front ring to adjust the ND value like with any other filter. And the magnets of the base ring are so strong that this movement does not affect the rotation of the whole filter on the base ring. You could grab both and turn them though, but we come to that a bit later. But what really is the advantage of a magnetic filter system? Well, we have a threaded filter on the lens, which is a 2 to 5 stop ND. The sun is coming out a bit more and I need a 6 or 8 stop filter. First thing I have to do is thread that off, put it somewhere in the case, get the new filter, that's the 6 to 9 stop, somehow get it out of this rubber case here. It falls down, and then I throw it on the lens. So now I have 6 to 9 stop filter. With the NISI system, it works like this. I have the 1 to 5 stop filter on the lens, and I want to darken the image even more, so I don't take this off and screw another one on. I just put a 4 stop filter on top. So my 1 to 5 stop filter now becomes a 5 to 9 stop filter. It's as easy as that, and if the sun hides behind a cloud, I just take this one off and I have my 1 to 5 stop filter again. I mean, that's great. And of course it's made of high quality glass. It's a true color VND, which means the colors do not change if you put a filter on. Here is the footage without any filter, and here with ND filter. Of course I raised the exposure in camera a bit to get the same brightness, but as you can see, the colors stay exactly the same. Interesting is that the NISI filter starts at 1 stop and goes up to 5 stops, whereas all the other filters I have from Polar Pro, where is it? They, for some reason, start at 2 stops. Don't know why, but it's nice to have the 1 stop option with the NISI as well. If you're worrying that the filters could fall off, well, the magnets hold them pretty well. But there is even an option to lock them mechanically, so not only with the magnets. And you do this by turning the filters to this white line, I'll show you in detail, and then it's really mechanically locked. You don't have to rely on the magnets here. That simply works with little metal rails that interlock to securely connect both rings. And as you can see, nothing can fall off here. To be honest, I sometimes don't even lock this mechanically, I just rely on the magnets, but if you mount it on a car rig or on a drone, of course I would do that. And now here's the second main reason why I switched to this system. As I mentioned, a VND always contains 2 polarizers that are rotated against each other. So you have some kind of polarization effect while you turn these rings, and you have a polarization in the end result of your image. But with this system, you can choose how much polarization effect you want to apply. Let's say you want to film a car scene and you have reflections in the window like this. You barely see anything inside. But then you turn both rings. And what you get is something like this. And that's not really possible with any other threaded filter because you cannot change the position of the rotated elements so precisely. And that's helpful for all reflective surfaces like glass, water, displays. It shows no vignetting down to 16mm wide-angle lenses. It has no noticeable reduction in sharpness and it has hard stops. By the way, Never buy filters without hard stops. It can really ruin your image when you're out of the valid range and you get that X pattern in the image. This lever here can be detached if you don't like it. I do a lot actually. And there is a mist filter that comes in the package. You could stack it, of course, as well. And it's a very subtle one. It's a 1/8 mist filter, but I like this more than a very strong effect. And there are lots of other filters that you can use with this magnetic system as well. I put a link to the website in the description below. And this makes it a great all-rounder system for all kinds of lenses. That's it. And you're still here. Thanks a lot. See you in the next one.